Hi, everyone. Welcome to the new and improved Movies with My Mother.
We hope.
Today, obviously, I'm Lexi.
And I'm Mom Lori.
Today, I'm Lexi. We'll see what I'm tomorrow.
You never know.
And today, we watched The Princess Bride. This is like an old favorite,
Yep.
and it's not a movie that I've watched recently.
No, I've forgotten some things in it. I said during the movie, I forgot that. I forgot that.
Yeah. So, it's from 1987. It
Yep.
was rated PG.
Yep.
It was a solid hour and 38 minutes long, and it was directed by Rob Reiner.
Yes.
It did well critically.
It did.
It's got a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Which why then is it a cult classic?
I don't know. It got 77 on Metascore
Yeah.
and 8.0 out of 10 on IMDb, which is, I think, maybe one of the highest we've seen.
Yes. Yes. Yes, it is. That's why I said, what is this? But it's a sweet story. There's lots of, well, like I read somewhere, there's violence and there's killing and there's, sex. Okay, where?
Yeah, I didn't. There was none of that.
It's a
A
little
little
bit,
bit of violence, but that
lots
it's
of sword play,
yeah, and it really only got graphic at the end when
right? And
Inigo Montoya meets Count Ruger.
and when he killed the rat.
Oh, yeah, that was a little
But
violent, but I mean,
as an adult now, that rat was absolutely a pretend rat.
oh, did you read about the rats
I did
of
not.
unusual size? Rodents of unusual size?
Rodents, right?
They were diminutive actors. That's what I read on IMDb. Diminutive actors
Oh,
in costumes.
I did not read
So
that.
it looked like a small person running on all fours.
Okay.
And I was watching for that and I was just like, yeah, that's exactly what it looks like.
Well, like I said, they were not real
No.
to me.
Oh, their little snouts moving around looked real.
That did. They were. That was interesting.
The budget was an estimated $16 million.
Yes.
The opening weekend was dismal,
Yes.
$206,000.
Which did anybody go?
I don't think so, but the worldwide gross is about almost $31 million.
Yeah.
So that's pretty
It's,
good.
in the end, it made a mess of money.
Yeah.
I think I have some stuff about opening and stuff like that.
I, I, s- it was so low I had to write it down. I don't normally write down the opening weekend gross,
Right.
but I was surprised.
Yeah. I just got lots of weirdo words written down here.
The basic plot is that a grandfather reads his ill grandson a story passed down from father to son for generations. A classic tale of love, adventure, and pirates.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Pirates.
It stars Gary Elway,
Yeah.
Mandy Patinkin,
Uh-huh.
Robin Wright.
Uh-huh.
It said introducing Robin Wright,
I saw that. I was
but I
that
didn't go back to look and see if
I
that was
didn't
her
either.
first role. Chris Sarandon, Christopher Guest, Wallace Shawn, uh, Andre the Giant,
Yes.
Andre Rusumov, Fred Savage, Peter Falk, Billy Crystal, and Carol Kane.
Yeah. Crazy. I mean, big names.
Big names.
But were they big names back then?
Oh
I
yeah.
think that they were. I think that they were.
Oh yeah. This is the late '80s. This is Billy Crystal's already done a whole bunch of stuff.
Yes.
He was already on Saturday Night Live,
Right. Directed by Rob Reiner.
directed by Rob Reiner. We already said that.
Screenplay by William Goldman,
Based on his novel.
who originally wrote the book. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this was not the first edition of this movie.
No.
They tried to get it together in the 70s.
Really.
Yep. Yep.
The same people or
Um, no, I don't think so. Uh, Goldman brought 20th Century Fox had it,
okay.
and they were going to try it then. and there were other directors interested, and Norman Jewison, Robert Redford. Those were big names in the 70s.
Yeah, Robert Redford, yeah.
Yeah. And
Robert Redford, even though he's 1,000 years old, is still a good-looking man.
yes, he is.
It's
Yes, he is.
crazy. Like he should be like crusty like he's in
That age.
that crusty age group.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
looks great.
He looks the same but older.
Yeah.
And in that rendition, at one point Christopher Reeves, Superman,
Oh.
was tagged to play Wesley.
Okay.
But it fell apart. It didn't happen, and Goldman eventually bought back the rights.
Okay.
So that's how it still came to him.
That happens a lot.
And Norman Lear, we were just talking that
Yeah,
we
the
saw
TV guy.
that he produced it. He really was the one that funded the project.
No way.
And I have that written down, but I didn't have it that he was that involved in it. But of course he was. Norman Lear, Rob Reiner.
Yeah.
Rob Reiner
TV.
worked with him for how many
Yeah.
years in All in the Family?
Uh-huh.
I have that somewhere. I could tell you that somewhere. Um, golly, for a long time. Well, we'll get to that part. It's on a different page. But yeah, he funded it.
That's awesome. I'm gonna kind of go all over in my notes.
Yeah, me too. That if that's okay with everybody. We'll try to keep on track.
We're talking about Rob Reiner right now. Rob Reiner had to leave like the shooting vicinity when Billy Crystal was doing his parts because he was laughing so hard that he was distracting everything.
Because they couldn't work together.
Because he just was dying the whole time. So he had to walk away when Billy Crystal came on set.
Oh my goodness,
I
that's
thought that
funny.
was so funny. Also, Mandy Patinkin says that the only real injury he sustained was bruised ribs from trying not to laugh at Billy Crystal.
I could understand that. I could understand that because especially since I read in somewhere that him and Carol Kane got together before the movie so they could kind of work out the husband and wife dynamic
Uh-huh.
so that they'd really work well together.
Oh boy.
And yeah.
Boy, she really flew in like a bat out of hell, didn't she?
Yes, she did. And I think that it really, here we go. They spent time together before filming to work out the backstory.
Okay.
That was a kind of a bit part. Why would it
Right.
need a backstory?
No, but
These are professional people.
yeah, and that couple had been together for literally 1,000 years.
Yes, at least, at least. And they developed that rapport, and they were able to bring out the very best of that part, and some of it was improvised.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Not all of it, but some of it was improvised because those are professional, funny people.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I read that Rob Reiner cast Carrie Elway because of Douglas Fairbanks and Errol Flynn type qualities.
Okay.
Both of those actors had played Robin Hood
Mm-hmm.
in the past, and Carrie Elway later played the role in Mel Brooks's Robin Hood Men in
Men in
Tights.
Tights, yes. Another favorite of mine.
I thought that was kind of that rakish good look.
Yes.
He's just a gorgeous man.
He very pretty.
And he's
very,
still
very
a good
pretty.
looking man.
Yes, we were talking about that before we got started. That he's as old as me. Old as me.
No, probably not. But I mean, he's still at
I
least
don't have my phone to look up the.
late 50s, early 60s. At least.
Well, I'm only 31.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I mean, he's.
And he had kind of fallen off the grid for a while. He came back in the first Saw movie, and it was just like, oh,
Oh,
right.
yeah. Yeah. Which is kind of interesting because how could you go from something so light and airy as stuff like this, Robin Hood Men in Tights to Saw?
I mean, it's called acting.
And they are trying to make a living, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robin Wright and Carrie Elway had like this natural chemistry. And it was said that they were smitten with each other during filming. And
Oh.
at the very end, when they're kissing, riding away kissing, they reshot that multiple times because they're like, "Oh, we need to that didn't feel right. We need to do this again."
And some of the other people that tried out for that Princess Buttercup,
Yeah.
Uma Thurman,
Yeah.
Meg Ryan,
Oh.
Sean Young, Courtney
Oh.
Cox, Alexandra Paul, and
Mm.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Well, that would have taken this movie to a completely different angle, wouldn't have it?
I'm not talking racially because
Oh, no.
no, she'd just be too old.
Well, no, not
Whoopi
20.
Goldberg is like 70 years old
Oh.
now.
Well, when I heard that, I just thought of the comedy angle. That would be a whole different movie if Whoopi Goldberg
I,
were Buttercup.
I just think she'd be too old.
Okay, you can't get past old. All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't get past that. She would have been in her late 30s at that point.
well, makeup does wonders with
I
people.
know that, and Whoopi Goldberg doesn't look like she's 70, not by a long stretch. Well, the hair gives her away. But
Right.
I mean, she has an air of maturity around her
She
that I
does.
think would have been
Even her
detrimental.
comedy is kind of mature.
Yeah, it would have been detrimental to the part.
I think so.
Yeah.
But all those other pretty women.
I can see Uma Thurman because Uma Thurman has this look, and it's not that classic beauty look.
Huh?
And I'm pretty sure that was something I read that she was told when she was turned down, was that she didn't have that classic princess look. Because Uma
Oh,
Thurman is a big woman.
big woman.
She's got real hard features.
That's what I thought. She's not delicate.
Yes.
Not that
Not that she's a hard-looking woman.
right, not that Robin Wright is delicate. I feel like Robin Wright's a pretty substantial size person.
Yeah.
She looks tall and yeah, but whatever. But yeah, Uma Thurman is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's that hard look about her.
Yeah.
She doesn't have that vulnerability that Robin Wright had in this movie.
Right. Exactly.
And I can see like Courtney
Courtney
Cox
Cox, but
and
she's
Sean Young. But again, Sean Young would have been a little at the time.
I just
And
think Courtney Cox would be too dark.
I think it's that whole Snow White look with the light eyes and the
Yes.
dark hair. And Sean Young too.
Yes.
The Snow White of it all.
Perfect foil for the beautiful Carrie Elway.
Yeah. No.
But I thought this is one of my favorite movies. I've
Yeah.
seen it many, many, many times.
And this had kind of fallen in our laps. We didn't mention on our last episode that Pee Wee Herman had died.
Right. Because we had that. Well, first off, we have to say our movie, our recordings failed us.
Yeah,
We watched
we watched the
The
Goonies.
Goonies, loved it.
Recording is whatever. Mom sounds great, and I sound like I'm screaming at her through a tin can. And sometimes you can hear me, and sometimes you can't.
Oh yeah.
So it's out there in the world now. And it is what it is.
Yeah.
But
we did not discuss Pee Wee Herman.
we didn't.
And that was a pretty big loss to the comedy world.
To the cult classic world.
Right. 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 And then those cats I follow?
Uh-huh.
Business cats.
Business cats.
Their dad worked with Pee Wee Herman, and he did a couple of little homages to Pee Wee with
That's
the
so
business
cool.
cats, and I thought that was nice.
He got a little weird with it in the middle there. Got a little
Well,
weird.
Yeah.
But just in general, what he brought to like kids like me's childhoods.
Right.
Just just so much imagination and
Right.
fun and that childhood glee that Pee-wee embodied.
Yep.
And we were remiss in not mentioning it. So we were going to watch a Pee Wee Herman movie, but there are none streaming. And because he's died, the prices on them to buy have gone through the roof.
Right.
So we were like, shit,
Right.
what are we going to do? And I was looking in my email one day, and I get emails from all over the place. And I got an email from a shopping site that I hadn't looked at in over a year.
Oh,
And what caught my attention was a T-shirt, and the T-shirt was titled "The Inconceivable Club," and it was the cat. It was like the main characters from The Princess Bride set up like that Breakfast Club classic shot where they're all just kind of in their little place. A- And I said, "Okay, Mom and I need shirts
yeah.
like this." So we're gonna have to watch Princess Bride. Since we have a shirt for it.
Yep.
And it was on Disney Plus, and Big Daddy hasn't canceled it yet, so we watched, we watched
He
it
tried.
on subscription.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's how we got here today. We have
Yeah.
new equipment that hopefully does not suck, and if it does, I'm gonna kill somebody.
I keep saying we should probably, if we're gonna do this, we should probably learn our craft, huh?
I
Take a
mean,
class.
I don't know. I just need somebody to show me how to do it right.
Right.
I don't need to take a whole class.
Okay.
Just show me once.
But, I like to take a class.
Yeah.
And now that I'm retired, I could do stuff like that.
You want to take over editing?
No.
Okay. I didn't think so.
No, as much problem as you no.
Oh.
No.
So anyways, you're talking about um the people that were casted. Um Liam Neeson tried out for the role of Fezzik.
Yes.
And he had said on a Graham Norton interview that Rob Reiner kind of like left him out of the room because Liam Neeson is only 6 feet 4 inches tall.
Right.
Only 6'4" giant hulk of a man.
Right. But to find Andre the Giant, it was even better.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, do you have anything on that or?
I do. I have
Oh,
I
okay.
have stuff about Andre the Giant.
Yeah, okay.
Um
His backstory is really amazing.
Arnold was even considered for that part.
Arnold's like only 6'2".
I
He's got the muscle, but he's not a big man.
but yeah, and he got pretty big real fast.
Uh-huh.
So then he got just too expensive. I
Oh.
imagine he probably got his head swelled up real big too.
Yeah, because Terminator's already been out at this point.
Yeah.
It's been out for a couple years, and he's uh what Twins was done in this time.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And Andre was, he was big in the WWE
Mm-hmm.
and he just didn't think he could do it. He really only spoke French. He's French.
Right.
And he just really did not think that he could even do it because he's French. And then there and because he was slated to do a big WWE show in, God, I don't remember. Thundering Hooves.
Thundering Hooves.
Anyways, but that fell through and he was he became available and he decided it was in Tokyo.
Oh,
And
okay.
he decided that he would do it, but then he had to have back surgery,
Oh,
and all those times when he's carrying all them around,
yeah.
he is not
That's all rigging.
rigged up. People are swinging from the sky and all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff
I had written that down too.
because he just he couldn't do it.
Yeah, he had persistent back issues.
Right. Well, that comes with the giantism that he had.
Yeah.
He was 7'4".
Wow.
He weighed around 520 pounds,
I
which, that's not much when you consider 7 foot a person.
No, and I read that he could drink like a house on fire.
Well, don't you remember Grandpa? Grandpa had the same illness, acromegaly.
Okay.
Grandpa could drink you under the table 3 times over.
Really?
Yep.
I don't remember that.
I think it's because of the, your thyroid and everything working.
Okay.
You know, people like that are can drink a lot and eat a lot.
And I had read that there was a moment where um Andre just let rip this massive fart and it went on for like a solid minute.
God.
And after it was done, Rob Reiner was just like, "Dude, are you okay?" And he's just like, "Yeah, let's go. I'm ready."
Oh my god. Oh my good heavens. Yikes.
Could you imagine farting for one solid minute and just like completely stopping a room?
No.
I could
What?
not.
Oh my god. Well, I guess if you're 7 foot tall and you weigh 500 pounds, you're in charge.
And you drink a case of beer for lunch,
Yeah. Yeah.
as a light snack.
My goodness.
Yeah. Inigo Montoya is Mandy Patinkin's all-time favorite role,
Oh my goodness, really?
and that makes me smile because Mandy
Yes.
Patinkin has done some pretty prolific stuff. He's been on Broadway a lot.
Yes. Yes.
Um, when Count Ruger hits Wesley over the head, Harry Elway had told Christopher Guest to really let him have it.
Oh
And so Christopher Guest was just like, all right. And when he hit him over the head, it knocked him out.
my god.
It lacerated his scalp.
My
So,
goodness.
so the production had to shut down for the day while Harry Elway went and had that looked at.
My goodness. Oh dear. And Christopher Guest, we all know who he is.
He is Jamie Lee Curtis's husband.
And the 8th Duke of something.
Yeah.
Why don't I have that written down?
Is he a duke or is he a count?
I'm looking.
Because I think she's only lady.
Oh, okay. Why don't I have that written down? That's important stuff.
I know that when Jamie Lee Curtis like tries to make meal reservations under Jamie Lee Curtis and gets shut down, she'll call back and say that she's lady whatever and she needs a seat and they give her a seat.
Yeah. I've heard that on TV. I have heard that story. Well, we found that out when we did that movie.
Halloween?
Yeah. I remember that from then. I Isn't that funny? I should have had that written down,
Yeah.
but apparently I do not. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Y'all gonna have to look on Wikipedia and find out.
Who Christopher Guest is?
Yeah.
He also is in the comedy troupe with Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara. They do all those weirdo movies together.
Yes.
Um the Best in Show and
Yes,
Mighty
Best in Show.
Wind and
That's another one of my favorite movies. Yeah. But yeah, some fun stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, here's something we missed.
Okay.
When Robin Wright went to see Reiner and Goldman about being Buttercup,
Uh-huh.
away, Goldman said that's what he wrote. That's the picture of the princess he wrote.
Well, I read that he also had envisioned Carrie Fisher in the role.
Same type of look, I would think.
That kind of vulnerable.
Yes.
She could be tough, but she doesn't have to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
But wouldn't she have been pretty famous by then too, and
Carrie Fisher, yeah.
probably outpriced them then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think so. Oh, and I have here Andre the Giant died in 1993 of congestive heart failure.
Well, I can't imagine hauling around 7 feet, 500
Well,
pounds.
that's very common for people with acromegaly.
Enlarged hearts.
Yes,
That's
enlarged hearts.
why
Yes.
we have enlarged hearts.
Yes. Yes.
The Dread Pirate Roberts is a real person in real life.
Yes.
He was Bartholomew Roberts, also known as Black Bart, and he operated in the Caribbean in the early 18th century.
Oh my.
Considered one of the most successful pirates of all time. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yes.
Most of the filming took place on location in England
Yes.
at a place called Haddon Hall. It was a fortified country house, not so much a castle. And it dated back to before 1087 AD.
Oh my.
And all of the tapestries you saw hanging in the castle were original, dating back to the medieval and Renaissance eras.
Nice.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, here's Christopher Guest.
Oh, okay.
Christopher Hayden Guest. 5th Baron.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Baron.
Yep. And he also served in the House of Lords from 96 to 99.
Okay.
Nice. Boy, we are jumping all over the place today, aren't we?
It's all right.
We were going to try and get ourselves together. We didn't feel we had a real successful show last time.
No, we really were kind of all over the place. We were a little rusty. We were excited.
Yeah.
Mom retired finally, so we're excited about that.
Yeah. And we were just all over the place, and here we are today.
That's
Look
all
at
right.
us.
Well, at least we're in the trivia phase.
I know.
Carrie Elway and Mandy Patinkin performed their own stunts, sword fighting.
Yes, they went and learned.
Yeah, they went and learned sword fighting.
Yeah.
And the only actual stunt that Carrie Elway's stunt double did during the chatty duel when they get to the top of the rock and they do the first sword fight together.
Mhm.
The flip,
The spinning around on the bar
yeah,
and grabbing his sword at the bottom.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. That was the only actual stunt
I
stunt double.
I
did.
would believe that would take some training.
Yeah, a lot of
That's
gymnastic
that
training.
gymnastic spinning bar
And I
thing.
don't have the hand-eye coordination for something like
Yeah,
that.
no.
So I would definitely need somebody to help me with that.
Right. Right. And oh, I know. Andre the Giant had a big feud with Hulk Hogan too.
Oh, okay.
For years at the end there. And I remember that he had a feud with him, but I don't exactly remember what it was.
Listen to a podcast about Andre the Giant, and it was really interesting. And there was a lot of stuff about his relationship with Hulk Hogan,
Yeah.
how they had started out as friends, and
Well, weren't they like the very first WWE stars
yeah,
together?
I think so.
And it kind of all went bad.
Yeah. Well, because the talent was trying to unionize, and Hulk ratted him out. He was a
Oh.
rat, and that ruined his relationship with a lot of people
Oh, okay.
because union busted the whole thing.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Hulk Hogan's a piece of shit.
Okay.
um,
That and his new wife that looks just like his daughter. That's
gross.
creepy.
Yeah.
What else do I have here?
Also, I saw his sex tape. It was gross.
Oh, thanks, but no.
It was it's like really sad.
Oh, thanks, but no.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris Sarandon?
Sarandon.
Ooh, he voiced Henry Selick in Nightmare Before Christmas. He was one of the voices.
He was Jack Skellington's talking voice.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I didn't know that until I read that.
Yeah. Danny Elfman was the Jack Skellington singing voice, but yeah, Chris Sarandon was his talking voice.
Nice.
Yeah.
I find that interesting. That's another one of our favorite movies.
Yeah. As You Wish is said 7 times, 4 by Wesley and 3 by Grandpa.
Aww.
Inconceivable is said 5 times. I don't think that word means what you think it means. I thought that was so funny.
That guy is funny. he's so serious and
And the "My name is Inigo Montoya" speech was said 6 times.
yeah, a lot right at the end. And then you noticed that Mark Knopfler did the music,
Yeah, Mark
and you were
Knopfler.
very surprised.
Yeah,
I had read that.
Mark Knopfler of Dire Straits. It's really funny, the show that you were watching when you came in,
Yes.
Venture Brothers, they talk a lot about Mark Knopfler.
Okay.
I don't know why he's, like, one of the, like, pop characters that they mention a lot, but he's mentioned a lot on Venture Brothers,
Oh
and
my
it's
goodness.
weird.
Okay.
So that's how, like, right now, like, in this moment, I know who Mark Knopfler is.
That's why you were so surprised when you saw his name?
Yeah,
Okay. Not so much from Dire Straits?
yeah.
Okay.
I do like Sultans of Swing.
Well, doesn't everyone?
It's a great song.
But he apparently worked with Reiner on Spinal Tap.
Oh, okay.
Now, I'm pretty sure I've seen Spinal Tap. I have absolutely no recollection of it.
It's like a mockumentary
Yeah,
that
yeah,
follows this heavy metal band,
yeah.
and the heavy metal band is kind of like, Iron Maiden-y,
Okay, okay,
but they're ridiculous human beings, and everybody around them has to deal with their ridiculousness,
okay.
and just trying to get them, to do anything is ridiculous.
Uh,
It's a really funny movie.
okay. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I've seen it, but I
Yeah.
really have no
Oh,
recollection of it.
it's got Michael McKean and Christopher Guest and Harry Shearer, and
Yeah,
oh my god, it's so funny.
yeah. Well, and that's part of it. Knopfler said he told Reiner that he wouldn't do the soundtrack unless Reiner could come up with the baseball cap from the USS Coral Seas that was in the movie. And apparently Reiner looked everywhere for that baseball cap, could not find it, but had a new one created.
Oh, nice.
So he got it to Knopfler, and Knopfler said, "I was just kidding, man." So that's a funny story about the music. I mean, but how funny that someone would take him so seriously about a baseball cap.
Well, hell, I mean,
And there was talk of a remake
Oh,
in
no.
the 2019s, but
No.
most people said that's inconceivable.
Inconceivable.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, no, no. This movie is magic.
Yeah,
And I don't think that, lightning doesn't strike twice like
no,
that.
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Oh, they couldn't redo it. And
No.
there's nobody good looking enough in Hollywood to make it
Oh,
worthwhile.
no.
I mean, there's a lot of beautiful 15-year-old girls that they would put next to a 45-year-old man
Yeah,
and parade around like we don't know that there's not 40 years between them.
right. But and that kind of leads me to where our meal with our movie.
Okay, yeah.
The there were really only two choices for food.
Yeah.
It was the mutton, lettuce, and tomato sandwich.
Okay. I was thinking about the cheese plate that uh Vizzini had.
Well, no,
Just the cheese plate.
it's not really a meal.
No,
That's but
a snack.
MLT would be, or the get well stew. I thought,
Yeah.
yeah, we could do a get well stew, and I made a beef stew.
Oh my god, it was so good.
And I did not make dumplings. We had rustic bread.
Yeah, rustic bread. That bread was good.
I love that. I get bread like that at the grocery all the time
Yeah.
because I like bread. Bread is good.
Yeah.
I like it.
And that stew was really it's not how I make it. It was very good. I don't put tomato paste in mine.
Well, the last time I made stew, I made it in my Instapot,
Okay.
and it was really, really good. That's not something I have. That's not a meal I make.
Okay.
So I had to look up a recipe. I wanted to see how it would, and this one called for 3 tablespoons of tomato paste. I thought that was a lot, but I thought, "Well, I don't know."
I think it ended up good.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought the soup consistency of it was nice.
It
It
yeah,
wasn't full on stew. Like you would think with that much tomato paste it would be real thick,
right.
but it was
Well,
perfect.
and then, of course, I thickened it, but the recipe only called for a tablespoon of cornstarch, and that's not much.
No.
I probably could have done more, but it was okay.
When I
It
make beef stew, I wing the whole thing.
I
I do.
okay,
And I make it fairly often because Big Daddy likes it.
okay, and really, how easy. It took me longer for it to cook in between. You gotta cook the meat, and then you gotta cook the vegetables. You cook the meat for an hour, and then you put the vegetables in and cook it for another hour.
Oh, you do that?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what the recipe I had called for.
Oh, you don't just all throw it in the pan and let it sit for like 6 or 8 hours?
No.
Oh.
Do you brown your meat?
No.
Oh, good heavens. You gotta brown the meat.
No.
Because then when you brown the meat, when you make the gravy at the end, you've got all that good, they call it umami, that bits on the bottom
The
that are
drippings?
all fried onto the pan.
Okay.
You got all that good flavor.
Yeah, I got that in the pan already. It's called From the Meat.
Okay. All right. Apparently, I just watch too much cooking shows on TV. Although I didn't like that last one you showed me.
Oh, the worst cooks in America.
Ugh.
It's heartbreaking to think that people are that incapable of being functioning adults.
But, the more I think about it, you how can you screw up that bad? Sure, they paid them to mess up.
Oh, I can't even imagine. Like I have to think that some of that is, you know, come in and act inept and then, it'll be like a whole big thing when you like show that you can cook.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot of that, but
Oh, I'd stop watching that. I
it
can't
is
watch that shit.
heartbreaking to think that these are grown people with families that they have to take care of, and that's how
Yeah.
they're taking care of their families by, feeding them hot garbage.
Right. And really, that's what they were doing. I mean, ugh.
I
Oh my God. Awfulness.
only have a couple little bits of trivia left.
Okay, then we'll go on to Rob Reiner. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm running out of trivia myself.
In the book, there were no shrieking eels. It was just sharks.
Just sharks?
Just sharks.
Okay. I think the shrieking eels were more fun.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Wallace Shawn, for some reason, had got the impression that he was second choice to play Vizzini.
What?
Uh, second second choice to Danny DeVito. And he was worried that because he is not a Sicilian, that he wasn't going to play the role of a Sicilian well.
Oh my goodness.
But there's like no actual word. I couldn't find anything that actually said yes or no that Danny DeVito was first choice.
I didn't see anything about that.
And I can't see anybody else but Wallace Shawn.
Exactly. No. No, there's nothing. No.
Um, Max and Valerie, Billy Crystal and Carol Kane,
Uh-huh.
were named after William Goldman's parents.
I did not read that. How fun.
Yeah, and that iocane powder is fictitious. It's not real,
Oh.
so you can't poison anybody with iocane poisoning.
Aw.
Oh, and the whole part about Buttercup being a princess, they refer to her as princess. Humperdinck
Uh,
says that she was from humble birth but was a princess.
yeah, well, he could say she's a princess.
Well, it's apparently in the novel he made her a princess of a non-existent country to make her eligible to marry a man of his stature.
Oh, okay. All right.
So that's what I got
Don't
for
don't
that.
they kinda do that now?
Oh, I don't think so.
Don't they go back, you
No, they
know?
do all that genealogy to, try to find, noble blood.
Right.
But
I think they still do that.
I don't think it, especially for like, like Prince Harry, it doesn't matter because
No, not right.
he's nobody special.
He's the spare heir.
He's like 17th in line for the throne.
Now, yeah,
So I don't think it matters much for him. For William, it would have mattered.
right. And didn't they go back in Kate's lineage? As I recall, years ago, they did do some of that stuff and say who she was related to.
Yeah.
It seems to me that they did that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. She did have something somewhere that, you know,
craziness.
yeah,
Yeah,
allowed them to get married.
I think they were going to do it anyway.
Well, I think in modern times it's a little more prudent to marry outside the bloodline.
Yeah, yeah. That's a pretty tight group. So yeah, you're absolutely right. All right. Well, I got stuff about Rob Reiner. I've
Sure.
got some information about him,
Okay.
which, we think everybody knows Rob Reiner. He
Yeah.
was
He was
born,
meathead.
yep, born in 1947. Um, yeah, he was meathead from 71 to 79. And this is something I had forgotten that he was married to Penny Marshall from,
Rob Reiner was?
from 1971 to 1981. Yep. And
Really?
he adopted her Penny Marshall's daughter, Tracy.
Okay.
So, he has 4 children, 1 with her and 3 with his second wife.
Huh.
And, I mean, big movies. Stand by Me,
Yeah.
Harry Met Sally, A Few Good Men, the mockumentary Spinal Tap, Misery.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that I associated him with Misery.
No.
Wasn't that was pretty big a few years ago. When was that? 90?
In the early 90s. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a scary movie.
Yeah. Doesn't she like torture him?
She hobbles him,
Woo!
and they show it.
Ah. Yeah, and not only did he direct those movies, he has starred in many more. I mean,
Yeah.
he's been in movies, he's done movies. As a child, they lived in New Rochelle, New York, where the fictitious Dick Van Dyke whole series of people lived,
Okay.
which I thought that was kind of interesting. He's been in TV since the 60s.
Okay.
He wrote comedy for the Smothers Brothers show. Do you know who the Smothers
I know
Brothers
who the
are?
Smothers Brothers are.
Tom and Dick Smothers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I did not know that. And you will never guess who his writing partner was.
Oh, tell me.
Steve Martin.
Oh, okay.
Can you imagine those two together?
I can't even. How did anybody breathe?
Exactly. Exactly.
Steve Martin is still really funny.
Oh my gosh,
Justin just heard like a podcast with somebody and Martin Short and Steve Martin,
oh my god.
and he was just like, they are still so sharp and so funny and just so on point with each other. And he's like, it's just amazing to see. And he's just like,
Yeah.
and then, then there's Chevy Chase, who's just a doddering old man who's a piece of shit.
Oh,
Who
he's no good
isn't funny.
anymore.
He's just an asshole.
Oh, well, some people think they're important,
Yeah.
you know.
But he was really impressed. But this was just the other day he was telling me about this.
Oh my goodness. When I read that, I thought, oh my God, I can't even imagine. But having watched the Smothers Brothers TV show, yeah, I can see it because they're funny. And to say some of the stuff that Rob Reiner says, OMG.
Yeah.
So I think that's funny. Let's see. He made it to the Hall of Fame for the All in the Family.
Okay.
And I did read somewhere also. Remember, we've talked about how these movies have been so many of these movies have been accepted into the registry, the National Film Registry.
Yeah.
In 2016, this movie was accepted into the registry,
Oh, cool.
being culturally, historically, and aesthetically significant.
Absolutely.
Aesthetically, yeah, absolutely. We find it highly, and it's still funny today.
Oh, yeah.
It's absolutely still funny today. Rob Reiner did not start directing until the 80s.
Okay.
And now, now we see all of the movies he's done and
That's crazy.
TV and like I said, he's still showing up in movies. So his list of movies was many, many scrolls
Oh,
down.
really?
Yes.
We didn't mention who he's related to.
No, his father is Carl Reiner,
Yeah.
who is
Another
equally as funny as he is.
famed director.
Yes. And he what did I tell you? He died in the 19 or 2020?
Early 20s. Yeah. 19 or 20.
Yeah.
Something like that. I thought he was still alive. He's always been 110. As long as I can remember, he's been 110.
No, I did not write it down, but I did go back and look that no, he has passed. Politically, Rob Reiner is a liberal Democrat, I think is
Really?
what they kind of tagged him as.
Okay.
He was real big in the stop smoking campaigns years ago,
Okay.
and I recall that. And it seems to me there was some kind of a sketch in the in oh, what's that show? Never mind. You can cut that out.
Okay.
But there was a lot of funny stuff about that. Big and equal rights, children and family stuff.
Okay.
He's also campaigned and donated to many Democratic presidents.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. He had 4 children.
Yeah.
With his second wife, Jake, Nick, and Romy.
Okay.
His second wife is Michelle Singer. I do not recognize that name, and
Doesn't ring a
there wasn't
bell.
a Wikipedia thing about her. You know how sometimes they just show up in Wikipedia?
Uh-huh.
Um, but I didn't see anything much about her. I'm sure he met her at work. I mean, where else do these movie stars meet each other?
Right.
You know? And he was, of course, born Jewish. His parents were Jewish. We know that. But
Oh, okay.
years and years ago, his father had said that he wasn't really Jewish. He was more claimed to atheism,
Oh, okay.
and Reiner kind of has followed that same bend, even though he had a bar mitzvah and stuff like that all through his life. But he really doesn't feel that that he follows a religion.
Okay.
Which I think more and more people are like that. They don't follow anything that's organized religion.
Yeah.
And he says he's sympathetic to Buddhist thinking, and I think a lot of younger people, well, not people my age, who really don't have any religion, tend to think of Buddhism as a way of life. That
Okay.
just everything that Buddhism is, be kind to yourself, be kind to your neighbor, be kind to the
Okay.
environment, stuff like that. Just, and I think that that's not real uncommon for a lot of people that they don't really have an organized religion, but they have a spirituality, maybe.
Okay.
You're going, yeah, I don't know.
I am a full heathen. I don't care.
It's okay too. I mean, you're allowed to that.
Yeah.
You're an adult. You make your own decisions.
Yeah, and when I die, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just dying.
That is true. You're going to go to hell. Hell is the common grave. You know,
Okay.
if you want to get right down to it.
Sure. That, whatever. I,
That
I
that
just, I'm going to cease being, and I'm fine with that.
yeah, yeah.
It doesn't matter what happens after that.
Why did I do that?
I don't know.
I hope you all heard me stirring my ice. I got a new Starbucks cup.
It's pretty sweet.
It's fancy.
Yeah. It's real fancy.
It's teal. Oh, pardon. My throat did that.
I can cut that out.
Wow, that was weird. I
I
felt
hate when that
that.
happens.
It's teal and sparkly and sharp.
Yeah. It's studded.
Yes.
Yeah. Those
Love
fancy
it.
studded cups.
I know I saw it and I just had to have it.
Yeah.
It was not on sale, gosh darn it. The navy blue one was, but navy blue is just navy blue.
Yeah.
But anyways, I love this movie. This is a favorite of ours.
Yeah, it's a good family movie. It's a sweet story.
Yep.
We didn't talk about how Fred Savage grew up to be a weirdo.
Oh yeah.
He's got lots of allegations against him.
Yeah. Weird too, huh?
Yeah, it's too bad. He was a cute kid,
Yes, he was. And he did okay in his movies.
and he directs he moved on to directing. He did a lot of It's Always Sunny episodes. Like
Oh,
he was a big part of the Always Sunny family for a long time until stuff got a little hairy for old Fred Savage.
huh. Well, his name is Fred Savage.
Oh, what's wrong with that? It's a fine name.
It's just a weird name.
It's a name.
Okay.
I have heard worse names.
Yeah, like my own.
Prince Humperdinck.
Yeah, I don't have the best of names, so I shouldn't be talking, should I?
It was fine.
Prince Humperdinck. Okay.
That's a ridiculous name. If we're getting down to it, Buttercup is a ridiculous name too. That's a horse's name.
That is true.
That's not a person's name.
No. But where were her parents? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, how did she pay for that farm?
Right.
Yeah, where was her brother or her father?
Right. You never saw any adult.
No.
She just sprang adult.
Yeah.
And she had that working,
That farm boy.
yeah. What was he, an indentured servant?
Hmm. Could be.
I know.
Indentured to who?
Yeah,
Her?
I don't
She couldn't
know.
own people.
I don't know. I wondered about that. Now that, we're critiquing it, I wonder about stuff like that.
Huh. Okay.
Where were her parents?
Yeah.
Why weren't they at the wedding business?
Yeah.
You know,
Where were they on the farm?
right. Right. And did she ever make that loaf of bread?
I don't know. It looked good though,
It
didn't it?
did. We're going to have to try making bread.
Oh,
I know there's a lot to it, but
it's so labor intensive.
I know, but can you imagine?
Do you know how lazy I am?
Yeah, that bread we had today was just as good.
Going to the store and buying bread is just so difficult for me.
And every once in a while, I buy these loaves of bread like that and eat the whole thing.
Well, you have to. That would be good, warmed up a little bit.
Toasted.
Not even toasted, just warmed up a little bit.
Mm.
So where it was still soft and
Where the butter melted into it.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that would be awesome.
Uh-huh. We should have done. Oh, we wouldn't have had any room for butter.
No, Mom made that stew, and boy, I had 2 big bowls of it, and I could throw up.
Yeah.
It was so good though.
8 o'clock in the morning. It's a lot for stew. Stew's a lot for 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
But we had breakfast. Lex invited me over the other night and we had breakfast.
Oh yeah.
So it's not like we don't eat breakfast here
No, we eat
because
breakfast
we
a lot
do a lot at night.
at night.
Yeah. I love breakfast and the eat for dinner.
It's a rare occasion that I cook breakfast at breakfast time.
Right. Right.
Like the other morning, Justin wanted a couple of fried eggs, and I was just like, I'll fry you some eggs. I don't want an egg right now. I want
No.
a bowl of cereal and be happy with myself.
Yeah. It's all you can do to fry an egg first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
And he's just like, "Just make it so it's, like, not runny." And I'm like,
Ooh, that's hard to do.
"Okay."
I haven't done that in a while. Did you baste it?
Oh, yeah. I
Okay.
think I did okay.
Basting it is the easiest, where you keep putting the butter on the white and
Yeah.
not on the yolk.
Yeah.
I love me a runny egg.
I do too.
I dip your toast in a runny egg. Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
heaven.
And I've only recently gotten into that.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I used to be scrambled only because
well,
I don't wanna see any white, I don't wanna see any
right.
yellow.
It's
I
because
want them to
I can't
be
stand any snot in my egg.
ugh.
But, when you're dipping it, you're dipping your toast in it. If there is snot, you can push it away.
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
yeah, you're probably a victim of your mother
Yeah. Well,
going to a restaurant and ordering her eggs well done.
so I am a small child in a grown-up body,
Oh, okay.
so
Alright.
I have weird food things,
And that's okay too.
and I, yeah, I used to not hard-boiled eggs used to be awful for me.
Yeah, you are still a very picky eater.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why, because we always had all kinds of food.
I know, and I hated every minute of it.
Oh dear, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But now as an adult, you can eat whatever you want.
That's right. We were talking about that the other
Yeah.
day. Grandma used to make us eat all this awful shit. Oh, God, it was so awful.
Yeah.
She made it all the time.
Yep.
Awful. Thought I
But
was gonna die every time.
yeah, and we were talking about cutting our crusts off.
Yeah.
I would never have thought about it as a child to cut my crust off. But sometimes I like to now even cut my crusts off.
Yeah.
I don't know
I don't
why.
like dry, crusty bread.
Oh, interesting. But it's supposed to be dry and
I
crusty.
don't like it.
Oh, okay. Which is okay, because you know what? You're an adult. You're entitled to eat whatever you
Yeah,
want.
I want a soft piece of bread, and if that crust is crunchy in any way, I don't want it.
Okay.
Stupid.
Right.
And don't you dare put squash and zucchini in front of me.
And call them lemons and limes.
Oh,
I love squash and zucchini.
oof. I ate so much of it at grandma's house that I literally will have a fit if it's put in front of me.
Ouch.
If your summer vegetable is squash and zucchini, get the fuck out of my face.
Do you like them cooked?
No,
Oh, raw? Nothing?
nothing.
Okay.
Because, grandma always like sauteed them to shit.
Yeah. Yeah, she did like them when they were,
Mush.
uh-huh. But then on the other hand, if you slice a zucchini or a squash thin and put it near hot butter, it kind of gets mushy.
Ugh, hate it.
Okay.
That's there was a food truck that used to come to work, and that was like they did like hibachi. But
Oh,
like that was like their hibachi vegetables with squash and
oh,
zucchini, and I'm just like, I'll never go to your restaurant
yeah,
because
no.
I'm not ordering chicken and rice with a side of squash and zucchini.
Oh, okay.
Why?
That's okay. You're allowed.
Ugh, hated it. I hated looking at it. I hated thinking about it.
Okay, well then stop talking about it.
Ah, the worst.
Okay. My goodness. All right.
You know
Such
what I
things.
do like that she used to make? Hominy.
Oh my God, I haven't had hominy in a long time. White or yellow?
It,
Oh,
and I don't mind them mixed.
no, because sometimes when you buy the white stuff, there's yellow in it.
Yeah,
I know. Gosh, I haven't had that in a while. I might have to get that the next time I go grocery shopping.
yeah. I do like that. It's wet popcorn. It's wet popcorn. No, it's not.
That's not. It's wet Fritos.
Eh, Yeah,
That's what they grind up to make Fritos,
yeah.
hominy. Yeah,
I love it. Because you know what I love? Fritos.
Fritos in any form.
Uh-huh.
I saw a bag of those Texas ones, those
The
Texas
twisty ones.
barbecue.
Uh-huh.
I almost bought a bag of them the other day at the grocery. I said, "No, if you buy that, you'll have a stomach ache for 2
Because
days."
you're gonna have to eat the whole
The
bag.
whole bag immediately
Yeah.
before I get home from the grocery
Yeah.
store.
It's that's one of those things where you'd like open the bag and then all of a sudden it's empty.
It's empty. Yeah. I don't know how that happens so often, but
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had to leave them at the store.
I understand.
I bought some bugles instead.
Mm.
I won't eat the whole bag of bugles.
No, because that'll really hurt your tummy.
Right.
That's a world of pain.
Yeah. But I love bugles too.
Yeah.
I love junk food.
Well, yeah. We're not gonna go there.
Uh-uh. No. No.
I switched meds, so my weight loss is going to go
Oh no.
because now I'm hungry.
Oh dear.
Hungry again.
Oh no. Well,
You-
remember what you were doing. What were you doing before?
Well, I felt like shit, but I wasn't eating too because I wasn't hungry,
Yeah.
but I still felt like shit.
Yeah, I know.
I'm feeling a little bit better, but now I'm starving
Oh, that's not a good
and
thing.
I want cake. I want cake all the time.
Wow, that's a bad thing.
Cake.
Huh.
I don't care what flavor.
You had lemon.
Lemon.
I know. I like cake myself.
Yeah.
Stop thinking about it. That's easier said than done, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just like races through my brain.
Yeah.
You need some cake. You've been good today. Have an oatmeal cream pie.
I have those at home. I bought some of them at the grocery store the other day too.
Yeah, I have some in my drawer at work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oatmeal cream pies are delicious, but they're so small now. Remember when they were big?
Oh, I get the big ones.
Oh, you
'Cause I
buy
don't
the
play around.
Oh, okay. I just buy the regular ones and they're so tiny now.
If I
Like,
get the regular ones, I'm going to eat 2 or 3 in a sitting. If
oh,
I get the big one, I'll eat the one and I'll be happy.
okay. It's like those little bunt cakes I found.
Yeah.
Those were really good.
Yeah, they really the Hostess ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
Uh-huh.
was it Hostess?
Uh-huh.
Oh my, little chocolate bunt
I
cakes.
saw that they had a lemon version, but I didn't buy them. Like it took everything in my body
Yeah,
not to throw the whole shelf in my
I
cart.
know. But they were
'Cause I love
so tiny.
lemon bunt cake. Yeah, you have to have 2 or 3 at a time.
Yeah, they were really bite size. I always say a Twinkie is bite size.
No, these were like those
These
2
were,
bite brownies.
yeah,
Like no
yeah,
diet. Yeah.
2 bite brownies. I was a little disappointed at that, but man, they were good.
It tasted so good.
Haven't bought any of those since then, so
No, because they're dangerous.
yeah. Well, I'd have to eat the whole box.
Which is why I didn't buy anymore,
I agree. I agree. We're
even though I want cake.
Yeah, we're weak. We're
Um,
weak like that.
yeah. Well, I'm an adult. I can do what I want.
That's true. That is true. But you gotta stay healthy for your babies. They've been wild today.
Yeah.
The thundering who's running around.
Yeah.
Now little Tallulah's pushing boxes around.
Yep. She's like, what is going on here? The other day, you see that little glove on the floor?
Yes.
She was fighting with that,
Oh
just
dear.
throwing it up in the air and fighting with it.
And then it would grab her.
Oh my God, it was so funny. It was so cute. She is the cutest thing when
Oh,
she's not being a terrorizer.
yeah. I
This
know.
this morning I walked out of my bed to go turn off the TV and she was laying next to Justin's clothes hamper under a flannel shirt. I don't know how she got herself under there. I don't know how that happened.
Because she really it doesn't crawl into things, does she?
She's a burrower.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know how
It,
it was laying
it
for her to burrow into.
because it looked like it was just laying there.
It was just like laying on top of her.
Yeah.
And I had to, like, I'm standing there. I'm fumbling with my glasses. I'm trying to turn my phone on to take a picture, and she's just laying there like blah blah blah. Nothing's going on. Just
Yeah.
me under my little shirt blanket.
Aw. Aw.
She did crawl under the blanket and lay on my hug pillow last night,
Aw.
my body pillow.
She's a cute
She
baby.
really is.
But all three of them are cute.
Yeah.
And then I just have Mr. Man,
Yeah.
who just drives me wild. Stands on me looking down at me when I'm sleeping.
Oh no.
And you know that instantly wakes you up. And somebody's eyeballs are staring right at you. Baby, baby, give me 15 more minutes. 15 more minutes, baby, please. Then he'll sit beside me and stare at me.
Yeah.
I love him.
Ash will he'll take he usually sleeps by my head. But every once in a while he'll go sleep by my feet and then because I roll around so much I move all night. Like I have to be careful when he's by my feet.
Yeah,
So I prefer it when he's by my head
yeah,
cuz I'm not worried about kicking him off or anything.
right. I get it.
Yeah.
That's why I have a little chair right beside my bed with a circle for him,
Yeah.
for Mr. Man to sleep in.
Yeah. I have been meaning to clean my nightstand off and, put a little bed up there so somebody can just lay there and be calm. My glasses can sit there, my phone can sit there, and somebody can sit there.
Yeah.
But, that requires like work and
Oh, yeah.
gumption and stuff.
We're
And
talking about presence of forethought. You know, we got to plan this.
ugh,
That face you're giving me, I get it.
just thinking about having to plan something just
I don't
upsets
even,
me.
yeah, no, 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 because we're going to have to plan to get those movie things filled.
Those are going back. I am very upset. Big Daddy and I have easily 500 movies.
Oh, easily.
Easily. And to And they're all over the house. They're all scattered in boxes all over the house. They're hard to get to, they're hard to find. We had them on bookcases years ago. When we had the windows done, we took the bookcases down and we never put them back up. One of the bookcases broke, and he seems to think that we can get everything onto the one bookcase. And it drives me bananas
No.
because I'm like, we had two overflowing bookcases 10 years ago and we
Yes.
only buy movies.
Yes.
What do you think that means?
Yes.
So, mom saw this sweet, sweet revolving movie rack that is so fucking cool, but it is expensive. And he is just stomping all over my hopes and dreams. So, I bought these things that said they hold 150 movies. I brought them in from the porch last night and said, these might hold 150 like discs, like lone discs. They would absolutely 100% not fit 150 movie cases.
You don't think if
No, not at all.
open that and spread it out, it would be
That's supposed to be 3 cases in there.
yeah, but they do all that stuff under pressure and
No, because
sucked all the air out of
it
it.
feels pretty set at this size, you know what I mean?
Okay. All right.
They feel pretty sturdy.
Okay. Told you I'd buy you that spinner.
I might think about that.
Uh-oh. The
That's her.
oh, the lamp was moving.
Yeah, somebody knocked it over the other night, and all I heard was like clatter, and I was just like,
Oh no.
I'm not getting up.
Oh,
And Justin said it was like half on the couch when he got up one
oh
morning,
dear.
and I was just like,
It's a pretty
it's a
lamp.
heavy lamp. It's
Yeah.
heavy. And
Yeah,
that will
well,
be a mess if it breaks.
that glass top, that Tiffany style,
Yeah.
that would be a mess.
Mm.
Although, that solder that holds that cut glass together is pretty tough.
Yeah, it'll be sharp too.
Yes. Okay. Well, anyway,
Yeah. So now I have these stupid little movie bags that I have to return because they're stupid.
I I I don't I don't know.
Like we can open it, but I guarantee that it's not going to be good.
Okay. Send them back. Get something new.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Justin can understand like comic long boxes. Like this made sense to him as like a comic long box.
Yeah.
And yeah, okay, I get it. I can live with that too.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
that is not a comic long box.
No.
That is not even a shoebox.
No. No, because all three of them aren't even as big as one shoebox.
No. So
Oh,
so sad.
yeah. For sure.
Anyways, do we have any thoughts on a next movie? I know we have not talked about anything.
No, we sure haven't.
It is September though. Um, I don't know.
Right. Should we start planning our holiday viewing?
Absolutely.
All right. What are we already I know we talked about wanting to watch something for Halloween.
We were gonna do sequels.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
We were gonna watch Halloween 2
Yep.
and Psycho 2.
Okay, so those are the on the thing for next month.
Yeah.
What are we going to watch next time?
I don't know.
Um, well, they'll come out by then they'll come out with it. Well, actually the sites that I was looking at recently were all saying new,
Oh, okay.
new this year's cult movies.
Okay.
And some of them we've already seen.
Okay.
Several of them we've already seen.
Okay.
And there were some new ones on there that seemed to me as like, what?
Like what?
Wizard of Oz,
Okay.
The Exorcist.
Okay.
How can that be a cult classic? Just because it is?
I guess.
The Graduate?
Okay.
Seen all those movies on TV.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a little weird. 2001: A Space Odyssey?
Okay.
I-
You want to watch Kubrick? Kubrick's kind of a tough customer.
is that a cult classic?
I would think so.
And then there were other movies like Some Like It Hot. Is that coming back? Is that coming back just because it's two guys dressed up in drag?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, no, I think it's probably the whole Marilyn Monroe thing of it all. All
Uh,
these fucking inspirational quotes and shit you see on Facebook are all Marilyn Monroe. She didn't say that. She did not say that.
okay. Why would they say she said
I
that?
don't know, but they all have those stupid things, and it's Marilyn Monroe, and it's just like okay, whatever. She was a beautiful woman. She had a pill problem.
Yeah,
She's dead.
right.
End of story.
Yeah. I'm gonna start saying interesting things.
Don't be the person to just only post like inspirational quotes on Facebook because I will intervene.
I put on there. I went over to the Rite Aid. Did you see that?
Uh-uh.
The, for I've worked in retail for only about 50 years. And I've always said that Saturdays and Sundays, nothing's happening at the stores. People go out on Saturday evenings. They go to their family on Sunday. That the store shouldn't be open from, butt crack in the morning till dark of night.
Yeah.
So the Rite Aid right up here is was open on the weekends from now 9 to 6.
Okay.
Okay, 9 to 6 on the weekends. What a reasonable idea that is. I wonder who thought of that. The bankruptcy judge?
Well, I'm sure that has nothing to do with like just the fact that they would only give you, 83 man hours for
For 100 hours, the store was open, right?
yeah.
That too. That too. But oh no, there's a formula. There's a formula. I know there's a formula, but the formula doesn't work.
Yeah, no. It's not
It
real.
no. You need more than one person in a store at a time. Anyway,
Yeah.
but yeah, I saw that, and they're closing a couple of other stores in the city.
Yeah. Well,
Have at it.
uh, you know.
But I think that's more to the theft situation than anything. This is really this whole theft ring, and you don't touch the thieves when they're in your store. This is really going to affect all of us people who do go to stores and shop.
Yeah.
I know you don't go to stores to shop much.
I've been doing more. I've been hitting the grocery store at least 2 times a week.
Wow. But that's the first time you've been in a grocery store in 10 years.
Yeah, really.
So,
Because Justin takes care of it.
yeah, and the cat litter comes to your front door,
Yeah, and Justin takes care of it.
so I mean, this theft business is really, and I don't blame anybody for the theft business. I blame everybody. And if you're buying off of a site on Facebook that says, "Oh, I'll sell this $50 box of Tide for 25, I'll give you a deal." You better just know it's stolen.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and you're part of it now.
Yeah.
You're part of the problem now. So,
That's called receiving stolen goods. It is a crime.
well, not when I bought it on Marketplace. Okay,
It's still
just like I said, no, that's not real.
yeah,
And if it's too good to be true, it
it
is.
always is.
So anyway, but that's my rant for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, the store's closed, but not every Rite Aid is closed on the weekend that early.
I mean, you just have to kind of know your area. And that Rite Aid is right across the street from 2 gas stations.
Right.
They're not going to have
And
the liquor sales. The gas stations will.
and two entrances to 75.
Yeah.
Straight, block away, each
Uh-huh.
of them. And it's, right there by a great big grocery store. I
Yeah.
mean, that's a
And does that store have a liquor store?
no,
Oh, okay.
no, oh no. They wouldn't close a liquor store early.
No, not the Rite Aid. I'm talking about the Kroger right there. Does that Kroger have a liquor store in it?
Oh,
I don't know.
no.
I don't I don't go in that one
I don't
often enough.
uh I'm trying to think. No, because we walked in past where they do the big blue carts to the pharmacy. So no, there's no liquor store there.
Oh, that's not the one I was thinking of. I was thinking of the one over here.
The one on Monroe Street.
No, the one over on Jackman.
Oh, Jackman.
I think that might have a liquor store in it.
I don't shop at that one very often at
I don't
all.
either.
I think the only times I've ever been in that one on Jackman is to go to Starbucks.
Oh, okay.
So now the one I go to down on Sylvania has a liquor store.
Yeah, that one does. I've never been inside it, but it looks real big.
It's real big. Oh, the liquor store part?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I only go like 8 a.m. in the morning, so this liquor store's never open.
Justin's, the state liquor has to go through the back door.
Yes.
And so Justin sees like the stuff and he's just amazed at the people that will wait for some of the stuff that comes
Yes.
in and that some of the stuff that comes in is really like high dollar shit.
Yes.
And I'm just amazed.
The state has lotteries for high dollar
Yeah.
liquor, and people go online to get into the lottery.
Uh-huh.
And on occasion, your store will get a box with a lottery winner in it.
Yeah.
And then you have to call that person and tell them their liquor's here and they can come and purchase their $150 bottle of bourbon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Uh-huh.
Liquor store is crazy business. When remember years and years ago, at the farm, they wholesaled out of the back room.
Uh-huh.
on the east side. That's a whole nother animal too,
Yeah.
so that's craziness. But yeah, people know when your liquor truck is going to arrive at your store,
Yeah.
and they will call and say, did you get this or that? Or they'll come in, "Oh, I know your truck delivered this morning. Do you have this?" "Oh, we don't have that. Go look in the aisle."
Yeah.
Although if we did get something fancy, we would put it on the shelf, and it was 1 bottle per person because people wanna come in and buy everything you have
Yeah.
so they can sell it online.
What I don't understand is the store just across the Michigan line. They have their liquor just in their regular like wine aisle. Like they have like bottle
Are
and they're all like they all have, the little the containers that the liquor bottles go into, the
are you
anti-theft
talking about the
devices.
grocery store or the liquor
The
store?
grocery store.
Uh, they have liquor at the grocery store?
Yeah. Liquor.
Well, now that's Michigan. Michigan has, completely different, um, laws than
And it just surprises me that it didn't have to be like a housed unit didn't have
no,
to be built.
no,
Like they can just put it on the shelf next to the wine.
that's because they don't control it like Ohio controls it.
Yeah, it's weird to
But
me
because
every
when I
time I walk
worked
in
in
there.
Dundee at the W, we had a liquor aisle.
Yeah, weird. Yeah,
Spirits is what we're talking about.
yeah, liquor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, there's different spirits are what liquor
real liquor.
stores sells.
Real liquor, not
Yeah.
just beer and wine.
No, no. Oh, you know what? I haven't been in that one for a while either. I'd have
Yeah.
to I know they sell huge amounts of wine at that store.
And I only know that because I was buying Grand Marnier to make
Oh,
sangria,
uh-huh.
and it was just on the shelf, just on the shelf in the wine
Well, you
store.
could buy grocery store Grand Marnier.
No,
Well, it's
it
not
had a
Grand Marnier, but
It had an anti-theft device. It
oh,
it was Grand Marnier.
okay.
Yeah,
Gee, I haven't been in that store, but Michigan has different laws than Ohio.
it's weird to me.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah, at the store I used to work at, we had to chain it off.
Oh yeah, I can't even imagine.
And if the chain was not on, people would automatically go in there and try to buy stuff. It's not it's not 9 o'clock yet. Well, your chain was down.
All right, Elkie,
Yeah. Y-
calm down.
Oh, all the teachers heading for school, getting their Tito's. Wow. Yeah, that's a different kind of sale.
Yeah, when
Craziness.
you know they're gonna take it and drink it at their desks.
Yeah. Or no, it'll be in their fancy Starbucks cup.
Yeah. Well, I used to work with a girl that did that. She had this giant water bottle and she would put like energy drink powder in it. And like at varying points during the day, she would be kind of loopy and it was just like, how's this girl's problem? That was vodka. It wasn't water.
And she'd put energy drink powder in it?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Where have I been?
It was insanity.
Wow. Okay. Well, everybody's got their story.
Ugh.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, what made that story even interesting is because we had to, one of our bathrooms had to be, extra clean and specific so she could pump.
That's sad. That's just sad.
Yeah.
I used to watch this guy. He was real funny on my reels, me and my reels. He was like the principal and he'd talk to people and what do you mean you want your child out of this? And one time he was in a car and he was putting that cinnamon hot stuff
Fireball.
fireball in his drink in his car. Why? Okay. Why do people do their blogging in their car?
Oh no. Is it a lighting thing?
I don't I have no idea, but he was putting some Fireball in his drink, talking to something teacher. I said, I immediately I don't comment very often, but I immediately went to the comments, "Get out of that car right now.
Yeah, you're gonna
You
kill
don't
somebody.
you shouldn't be doing this." And I unfollowed him
Yeah.
because I I I'm sure I don't care if he was sitting in his driveway making this funny, but you're in your car. You don't have liquor in your car.
Yeah.
You don't be making funny stuff sitting in your car with liquor. That's
No.
not right. But yeah, I don't understand why all of these people are in their cars. Do you watch those reels? I love
Yeah.
those
I
reels.
see them and I'm just like, shouldn't you be paying attention to the road?
But I don't think they're driving.
I don't know. I don't spend a lot of time watching reels.
Oh, I do. I think they're hilarious, especially the cat ones.
Yeah.
They're
I
hilarious.
really like the lady that does the Kardashian women.
Yeah, I have watched a few of hers.
She is so funny.
I love the nails, Post-it notes, and then when they flitter off, I can't think of her name, but she's funny.
Yeah, she's very funny. I do watch her stuff when it comes up.
Yeah. And business cats. I love the
The
business
business
cats.
cats, they're on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm on
I
Instagram.
don't believe that you are.
So I have to just watch them on the reels. So, but I love them.
Yeah, right. Well, we don't know what we're doing next. October is coming up on us fast,
Yeah,
but we'll figure something out. We'll let you know on our Facebook.
we will.
And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, I think you can drop us a line on our website, movieswithmymother.com, or you can email us, movieswithmymother@yahoo.com,
Yeah.
or you can comment on our Facebook page. It is pretty dead in there,
Yeah, but
but the people that do comment do make it really fun.
yes.
I'm talking about Chris and Sarah. That's
Okay.
that's the only people that comment. And
Well,
Kyle. Kyle's
Kyle
gotten in.
was on there the other day.
Yeah.
That was okay.
He's recently back to Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Was he boycotting?
Sometimes Facebook just becomes too much.
I do know that
It's
because I don't look at
overwhelming.
Facebook, but I look at the reels.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah. So come join us.
Yeah, we're
It, we're
we're fun.
we're lively when we have a chance to be.
We try.
All right, people. We hope that you've had fun. We hope that you find this movie and go watch it again. Just to watch it again.
Just for fun. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we'll see you soon because we're going to be doing this more.
Absolutely.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.